Step Vanishes, also called Jump Vanishes, was a thing in Xenoverse 1 that primarily most of the good people knew about, and they knew how to use it to an extent to where it gave them a very large advantage over the people that didn't know how to use them properly, or movement speed was very weak. In Xenoverse 2, however, anybody can be a jump vanish god, and it's not really, it's not as impressive as it was in Xenoverse 1. In Xenoverse 2, it's more deemed as cheap, if anything. Now, when I say cheap, this is off the basis of primarily the entire Xenoverse community and what their opinions on is about it. And to be honest, I said this since Xenoverse 1. Jump vanishing, or in Xenoverse 2, step vanishing, or flash stepping, whatever you want to call it, it should cost something. Because if they're going off by the show and they want to be that logical with it, jump vanishing should be costing at least stamina or key or something. Alright? Now, when I mean like a full bar stamina for every jump vanish, nah, I don't mean that much. But there's two ways that can go with this, alright? If you don't know what's wrong with the step vanishes in this game, is that it gives you a lot of invincibility frames. Now, granted, over the updates, it has been nerfed a little, but not to an extent to where it can't stop somebody from running, because not even burst dash catches step vanishes that's constantly step vanishing across the map all game, waiting for the timer to run out or just waiting for you, whatever. That doesn't stop them. That can't catch them. That's how OP jump vanishes is. Now, you can use jump vanishes. There's nothing wrong with that. But to the people that like to abuse it, and they know they can abuse it by just running out the clock, because they're using the clock as a clutch basically. And even if the clock is set to 15 minutes, that won't stop them from running. I know I've said many things about strategies and tactics, but that's not even in a fighting style, because they're not fighting to begin with, they're just running. So, you know, if they fix the invincibility frames on it to where you can get hit out of it, or not necessarily hit out of it all the way, but have key points where you can hit them out of it if you time it right, you know, if they do that, then nobody would really complain. But if they keep it the way it is, then I know two ways that they're basically the same way, just work differently. There's basically two ways that they could in a sense nerf jump vanishing or step vanishing without actually nerfing it. Now, as I said, jump vanishing or flash stepping should cost something, alright? And whether it be key or stamina, I prefer to go with stamina, simply because it's more logical. If you're boost dashing, right? If you're boost dashing, it takes away from your stamina. So that's how people burn out their stamina, because it's taken from their stamina. But if you're flash stepping, it should do the same thing, because it is using up energy. You think if Goku flash stepped in the fucking show 24/7, he wouldn't be tired? Of course he'd be tired. Flash stepping is basically just moving around, except at supersonic speed. So yeah, it should take away stamina. Now 1 bar stamina per vanish? Nah. I believe it should take away, for every 10 step vanishes or flash steps, it take away 1 bar of stamina. So if you flash step 10 times, that's 1 bar of stamina. That's my way. The other way, it kind of works around stamina as well. This is the way Sly Raccoon said, Cold Sly, if you want to call him that. He said that when you do a flash step, it should take away, for the first couple of flash steps, it shouldn't take away anything. But then after that, it takes away a little. And the more you do it, it like multiplies, all right? So like you do like 5 or 10 of them, it might take away 1 bar. But if you do 5 more after those 10 that you just did, then you'll lose like 3 bars or 2 bars of stamina. You know, it like multiplies. So like the game will see the more you're running. So if you're running a lot, then and you're just doing flash steps out the ass, then of course the game will notice that, and therefore it'll punish you for it. Now that's just me and his way of dealing with the situation without actually changing the mechanic of the game. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, let me know what y'all thought. Leave a like if you actually enjoyed the video. And I'm pretty sure that it would be a good idea for them to implement, considering they did get it from, like I said before, they got many things from DragonBall Online, so this is another thing. And the way Sly Raccoon said, or Cold Sly said, the way it should work in Xenoverse 2 is basically the way it works in that game as well. The more you do it, the first time you do it doesn't take away much, but it multiplies after that, and it just keeps doubling and doubling. So if you're really running around and just running, not trying to fight, the game will notice that, and you will be punished for it, alright? but it's not. It won't make it unusable or not be able to be used completely or make it useless. You just have to use it more strategically instead of just running like a little bitch. But yeah, that's my video for today. And I'll catch y'all later.